Good morning from Warkworth. We've got a real treat for you today. We're going to show you the beach. We're going to walk into Warkworth itself. We're then going to show you the castle, the walk along the river, and then we're going to go into Amble and have a pint, aren't we?
Yeah.
Right, we've just parked in the car park. There's toilets here if you need them. So for people who are planning on coming, I'll try and show you the sort of things that you can expect. Unfortunately, we've missed the best of the weather, I think, because although there's blue skies in front of us, there is quite a lot of cloud around, as you can see. Lion has cost us the sun, unfortunately. But we'll just quickly go down here and we'll show you the beach, and then we'll come back and show you the walk we have planned. The coast further along, leading to Almouth and Craster and Bulmer and everywhere is up there. Just following the golf course. It's absolutely beautiful, so if you are walkers, well recommended. The coastal walk being well advertised, you have the acorn on the signpost. Now that is a lovely walk. We'll may have to do that later in the summer for you, because you end up at another lovely castle, which is Dunstanburgh. So yeah, very nice. All the way from Tynemouth all the way along here, you find sandy beaches like this. Makes a change for me to be ahead of her today, doesn't it? For those people who've watched our other videos, it's usually Litland charging up the hill, but I beat her today. So ice cream, car park, a free car park at that, and also a little tea hut type thing that's parked there, just over there. So if you are coming here for the day or for an hour or two, you've got toilets, you've got food, you've got drink, so yeah, well worth it. But we are walking further. We will be walking along the River Coquette. As you can see, the castle is just in the distance there. We'll be there fairly soon. Now it is a steep hill. We will be showing you this historic bridge, which is very old. Now look how beautiful that is. You can see why this place was populated from very early times, because it is just, it would provide everything that you would want. It would provide you with water, it would provide you with the forest, it would provide you with the animals and the fish, of course. So it's understandable why this place has always been inhabited. But we will take pictures of the outside of it for you so you can see what it's like. Look how nice that is, beautiful. And talking of beautiful, here she is. Hi love. Isn't it nice?
Mm-hmm. It's all still, the water.
Yeah, it is.
I haven't seen any herons yet.
Now I'm just going to quickly show you this, because this is where the boats used to be hired from, just around here, but sadly not now. And it was on the bank across that we saw the kingfisher that time, but not today. But that will give everyone who wants to come here a chance to see if you're more lucky than us. Yeah, it's steep, this. You can see why Warkworth Castle was built on there, because it gives such a good view of the surrounding area. And there it is, look. There it is, in all its glory. Proudly standing atop the river, on guard against any invaders, any border reivers, or Scots who were coming to attack. Look at this. Right, now we'll just walk around and I'll try and tell you a little bit about the castle as we go. Right, so the original castle would have been built in about 1170, and it would have been a wooden castle that was replaced by stone around about the year 1200. And it would be moated, which you can see, and would have had very steep defences to stop people getting in. And with this hill's prominent position, it would give you views all the way across this area. We might have to stop for a cuppa. I'm just going to show you inside it just quickly.
One shot or double shot? Single shot. So it's 2 American.
Now, if you do want to join today, £84 to join English Heritage. We have joined on numerous occasions, so definitely get your money's worth. I'm just going to show you just the main building because it's beautiful. Unfortunately, I can't get any closer, but there you go. There, perfect. It's a cute little van that does coffee, so we're going to stop for one. So what's your coffee like? Nice?
It's really nice, yeah, lovely. Easy to drink. And
we decided not to have a cake.
no,
Although actually Susan decided we weren't going to have a cake, didn't
exactly. God, can't eat cakes every time you come out.
No.
Like do.
I would,
But, you
yeah.
know, God.
It was getting to the point we were going to have to rename our channel Mostly Eating, wasn't it? Yes, we'll just stop here and have something to eat, just for content. Yeah. Just stop here.
That's a problem, you can do that and you end up eating really badly.
Yeah.
And it's not good,
So-
really, is it?
We're going to cut down on the amount of food content just for a couple of weeks.
Well, healthy food.
Yeah.
You can still do content. People like salads and goat's cheese salad, which is my favourite.
Just going to show you, we're on the other side of the castle now, but we're going to walk into Warkworth just to show you the town before we head towards Amble. You've got the Sun Hotel and then a place called the Castle Brew House, which we're not sure, but it may well have been where they brewed the beer for the castle for centuries. And there's Roxburgh House there and Elmire House there. So I don't know what history they have, but I'm sure they've got a tale or two to tell. Now I want to ask people a question, and that is, do you recognise what that flag is? Now I'm going to zoom in on it. Answers in the comments, please. there, the yellow and the red. Now if you live around here you will know, but just interested to see who does know. That's a lovely church there, and a nice hotel over there as well. Hermitage Inn. Food and ale served daily. We might just have to go in and see what ales they've got, just as a public service to all the viewers. We are sitting in the Hermitage Inn, and thanks to Katie for the great ideas on what she's told us about ideas for developing the channel, so thank you. And it's a nice beer as well.
It's lovely actually.
Wainwright's. Wainwright's, yes, Wainwright's, one of our favourites. So, cheers.
Cheers everyone.
And then we will be onwards to Amble, won't we?
Yeah.
Now we have been in the Warkworth House Hotel before as part of a Groupon deal they did. And that was many years ago now, wasn't it? We are now coming back to the bridge, look. There it is. So what we are going to do is we are going to walk along the river. Now the river, if we went the other way, would lead all the way through Rothbury, Alwynton and into the Scottish borders, into the hills. But we're not, we're going to go to where it meets the sea at Amble. Yeah. There, the river will be bending around to the left there. And we will join it shortly. So now, those houses that we were walking past are over there. The castle's on the hill, imposingly in the distance, and we are now on the other side of the bank after walking through Warkworth, and we are heading towards Amble, which is in the distance just up there. So what do you think of it then, lovey?
Lovely, isn't it?
It is nice. We always love Amble and Warkworth, don't we?
I just love the view of the castle as well.
Oh yeah, I know. As you can see, Warkworth in the distance, and then the River Coquette all the way along here. And we are now at Amble Marina, which we are going to explore now. And there's Susan just keeping an eye out over the ships, or boats actually. It's a lovely boat I want to show you. Can we walk along here?
Yeah, you can walk straight through onto the...
No, I meant along here.
No, I don't think so. I think if we...
No pedestrian access.
Yeah.
And this is the best picture I'm going to get of it, I'm afraid. It's lovely. And you see the river just outside the marina on that side, leading up towards Warkworth again. Now, that is as close as I'm going to get to that lovely boat. It's one of the oldest boats that we've seen today. Probably is the oldest. And if you look, there is Warkworth in the distance. And if you look at the top of that castle turret, you can see that it's the highest thing around for a long while. So the views from it would have been very useful in the defence of it, because you could see for miles. Now I'm just going to zoom in on that boat just so that people can see it, because it's taken me long enough to get to it. That's probably the best I'm going to do. There. And we'll just go around and then we'll show you where it leads to the mouth of the river. Right, we've got the RNOI shop and the lifeboats lifeboat station there. A rib. I presume they would have originally been a traditional boat, but it's definitely a rib that's there now. A rib being a rigid inflatable boat, for those of you who don't know. And that is all the fishing boats in the harbour, because Amble is still an active fishing port. And there in the distance is the mouth of the river, which leads into the North Sea. So we have managed to trace the river all the way back from Warkworth to the sea now. The harbour is always so colourful with the bright boats, the smell of fish and chips, the sound of seagulls. It's well worth an afternoon here. I've gone to the Geordie Banger Company and got a pork and black pudding sausage roll. Look at that. Looks lovely.
Take a bite. They're nice. They're quite big as well, aren't they? Yeah. That'll do for your lunch.
And tea.
No. Let's have a look inside. They're nice.
Lovely.
Look at that.
You can get island trips to the Puffins from here. That's something we're looking to do at some point, to share it with you, but with my sea legs being as they are, it's probably something to do on a very calm day. Actually, today would have been perfect, wouldn't it, to go out to the islands today?
Yeah, it would. It's not expensive either.
No,
is
it isn't.
It's £15.
The booking office for those is just around to the right up there. So if you do the left up there even. So if you do come, the Puffins are here since mid to late March. The first one this year was the 18th of March.
Yeah.
Suck it on. In there.
Yes.
Lots of things around.
Things for the beach for kids.
Oh, seafood, look.
It's like
Right, the market had lots of music on, so we haven't been able to film the market. And just a tip, if you do want to eat at the market, make sure you've got cash on you.
cash. Yeah.
Because most, if not all of them, will only take cash. We forgot that, didn't we?
Yes.
So
did.
our lovely sausage and chips we were going to get is still in the
fryer.
in the fry. We're leaving the harbour side. We are just going to show you our favourite place to finish a journey to Amble. And we alternate as to who drives and who drinks. Because, as you can guess, it's a real ale place. Oh yes, yeah, sundial, massive sundial there, look. And then we've got the War Memorial. And the gardens to the side of it, which are maintained by the Rotary Club. So the Amble sundial is always 6 minutes 17 seconds behind a sundial on the Greenwich Meridian. But of course Amble really does use the Greenwich GMT time, but it wouldn't always have done.
No.
Wouldn't always have done. Now I'm just going to read a little bit about the history. St Cuthbert would have been around here. The Vikings. The port was built in 1841. 1869 was when the first train station arrived. And 1969 saw the last shipment of coal from the town. So hope you've enjoyed your trip to Amble with us. I'm just going to head in here to the Cock and Bull, which is hopefully not what you think our channel is a load of. We do our best. There we go. Thanks for joining us on our trip around Warkworth and Amble. It's been great, hope you've enjoyed it. We're releasing our next video of Get Dance Part 3, which will be at the weekend, so like and subscribe if you want to see that as soon as it comes out, and see you soon. Cheers!